in regards to Texas versus these four states, can the Supreme Court have different rulings per state? And if so, what exactly would that mean for the other ones?
Well, no, I mean, sure. I mean, you've sued four states, and Andy, they could come up with four different positions.
Yeah, I mean, you look at each state and you look at the allegations that were made by Texas against each state, and you can say, well, Pennsylvania's election was conducted in accordance with the Constitution. Georgia's was not. Michigan's was. Wisconsin's was not. So they could do that, or they could say they were all constitutionally infirm, and therefore the legislatures have to make the decision on the slate of electors. So there's a lot of options the Supreme Court has.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, we're going to start getting this info very quickly out of the court because tomorrow the states have to respond.
Big days.
I think Friday will be a very big day as well, and then we'll kind of know if it's going to how and if it will continue.
I wanted to ask, the question is that we're talking about two main remedies, one of not sending any electors or else having to send different electors. So who makes the determination of which remedy? Is it the Supreme Court or is it the states?
They are not going to say don't send electors.
No, they're going to send it back to the state. I think the first option is that you send it back to the state legislatures. What Texas said is that, of course, if those legislatures can't handle this, then it goes to Congress. That's what and that is the law. The court's not going to disagree with that. So the state legislatures will get the first crack at doing this, seating new electors, choosing new electors. If a couple of them have problems with it, though, and no one is at 270, it would then go to Congress. The court is going to be very careful about it. They're not going to say what electors you have to choose.
They're not going to pick.
And they're not going to say what standards you have to use. But if they get to that point, what they have said for each of those states, if let's say it was all four states, is that you conducted your election illegally in your state. So your state legislature needs to get involved because the executive branch of your state did things that were wrong, or the judicial branch, and so your election is illegal. You seat new electors, and then it's the opportunity if they can actually get that done, and if not, and we pointed that out with Than, it would then go to Congress.